Hi.
Aloha everybody. Today we're going to check out the Dole Plantation and all the cool stuff and all the cool food that they have. Well, some of the cool food. All right, let's go. Okay, so we got some stuff from the Plantation Grille. So I got the Kalua barbecue combo. It's a Kalua pork sandwich with pineapple on top, and then it comes with a little side of barbecue sauce.
And a slice of pineapple.
There's a slice of pineapple and french fries.
We'll cut fries.
They said that it was smothered with barbecue sauce, but I guess they meant you smother it yourself with barbecue sauce. So I typically would not order something like this for myself, but I was trying to pretend that I was a visitor here in Hawaii and what would be intriguing to me as a visitor. So let's see how it goes.
Pineapple is good. It's going to be almost like a teriyaki style because of the pineapple.
They said it was called, it's the barbecue sauce is the Kilauea Fire brand. I don't know if it's Kilauea something brand. We'll show it to you in a little bit. And they do sell that sauce here in the store as well. But let's give it a messy try. It's actually pretty good. It's a little spicy. The barbecue sauce is spicy. Well, not super spicy, but it's a little spicy. And the pineapple on top really adds to the flavor. Kind of gives it a more like fresh taste. But this is pretty good. If you can handle a little bit of spice, I think this would be a good choice. So the child got the cheeseburger, and he really likes it as well. There's no sauce or anything on it, it's just like a regular cheeseburger, but he's really enjoying it.
Fries are good. Crispy on the outside, fluffy on the inside. Not stale.
Yeah, I think this Kalua pork sandwich is a good pick from the menu. They had other things that also look good, but I think this barbecue sandwich is good. And the pork's not super dry. It's still a little juicy, but not overly juicy, where the bun just starts to fall apart kind of thing. But this is good. I would put this on the top of the list of things to get.
Barbecue sauce is not very strong, which is good, so you can still taste the pineapples and the pork. Yeah, this is pretty good. It's a nice moist. It's not dry. That's good. I think the combination of that pineapple and the barbecue sauce almost has like a slight teriyaki style where you get the sweetness and a little bit of heat. We also got a Loco Moco with an over easy egg, 2 hamburger patties, white rice, and brown gravy. This is something where you come to Hawaii, you'll see a lot all over the place. Decide to try it out at a tourist spot and see how good it is.
They wrapped all the utensils in saran wrap.
Well, let's hope they sanitize our hands before they did this.
Well, the fork anyway. They wrapped the fork in saran wrap.
And the knife.
Yeah, I meant the knife. They wrapped the knife in saran wrap. The fork is individually packaged.
Okay.
Oh, some of them are. One fork is. Then we have a fork and spoon that's saran wrap.
Okay, this is a loss. This is just like completely fried egg. Not close to over easy. There's like no runny yolk whatsoever. First of all, this is the smallest egg I've ever seen. Second of all, it was way overcooked. So,
Yeah.
not so good.
And I love rooster. Because they make a lot of noise.
It's so loud.
And they are very, very loud.
Being
Yay.
overcooked, this is not very good.
Super loud. This, anyway.
It's overall, I would say, lower quality rice, but it's not hard or super sticky. So it's cooked okay. The hamburger patties are hamburger patties like you would get in the hamburger. The egg was overdone. The gravy is okay. This is one of those where I'm not upset that I tried it. I'm glad that I tried it. I probably wouldn't get this again here. I would probably get that Kalua pork sandwich. That one was way better.
Oh, he's noisy.
I'm gonna try the Loco Moco. It is a little disappointing that the egg is overcooked because
I mean, this wasn't even close though.
get a Loco Moco. I mean, the highlight is kind of getting that runny yolk to go over everything. Unless you don't like runny yolks,
Or yeah, if you just get like a full
Yeah.
scramble or something, that's different.
if you don't like runny yolks, then you'll probably be okay. The hamburger patty is pretty standard. You can taste the grill on it, like the char part. If it wasn't for the egg, it's actually pretty good because the gravy is not super strong. It's not super salty. It's not overpowering. It has a good flavor. The rice could be better, but if you're eating it with the gravy, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it kind of does matter a little bit, but quite honestly, most of the places in Hawaii, the rice is just gonna be, you know, of a lower quality, I guess. But that's kind of the standard at a lot of like lunch, food trucks or plate lunch places. You know that you're not gonna get like the best rice.
But I think this is sometimes even less than a plate lunch place with the rice quality. But it's cooked correctly, so the consistency of the rice is okay. I mean, that's fine. But yeah, it's very disappointing without that egg.
Yeah, I don't think the rice like takes away anything from anything else. But I mean, it would be nice to have a little higher quality, but then that'd probably be a little higher price. So it is what it is. Okay, now we're gonna try the pineapple chili dog. Chili dog with fresh pineapple on it. That rooster must be really hungry. Okay, I love chili dog.
This looks like a sweeter chili, though. Than
I have never had a chili dog with pineapple. I typically don't get hot foods with pineapple on it. Definitely not Hawaiian pizza. But
there's no such thing.
that's another video. We can have a whole conversation about that. Alright, let's give this a try. It's a good hot dog. The chili is really mild. I don't really get a chili like flavor off of it. The pineapple on it is good. It probably would have been better if the chili had more like chili flavor. It's a very mild chili flavor. I think the highlight of it is actually the pineapple.
So this chili has beans. So there's that. It's a very tomato-based chili. I think if it had a little bit more chili powder or chili base in it, a little bit less tomato, this would work really well because it's more tomato-based. It's already on the sweeter side because of the tomato. When you add the pineapples with it, it gets even sweeter. So if the chili had been a little bit more savory, a little bit more spicy with the pineapple, that probably would have made it a lot better. But overall, this is not bad. Now, would I order this again? I don't know. I would have to be in the mood for this. I think it's a pretty decent hot dog.
The hot dog is good. I don't know what kind they use, like what brand, but I think it's a fairly good quality hot dog.
I like it. I like it with the pineapple.
Yeah.
I think this is a pretty good bite. It still has, it does have a little bit of chili heat to it, but if it had more and less of the tomato, I think it would have been a lot better. But overall, this is pretty good. I like it.
Okay, so this is the fresh cut pineapple we just saw from the demonstration. This is the one with the lemon powder on it. It was really good. The pineapple is really fresh. And that Hing powder, it gives it that like sweet, salty effect on it. It kind of brings out the flavor even more, actually.
At least you picked the right pineapple. That one was sweet. Very good. Yeah, if you have the chance to stop by, watch the demonstration, maybe get a pineapple knife if you're that hardcore into pineapples, and try out the fresh cut pineapples. Very good.
Okay, here's our melted Dole Whip. The soft serve, pineapple soft serve with one topping, Hing powder. So they had other toppings, but this is the one we chose. Yeah. Any fruit with Hing powder just gives it so much flavor. It adds that sweet, salty effect to it. It was really good. You can't go wrong with this. And you also can't leave Dole Plantation without it.
This Dole Whip with the Hing powder is good because the pineapple soft serve has a little bit of tartness like a pineapple and a little bit of sweetness. And the Hing powder brings a little bit of saltiness to this. So the three flavors are really good together. This is like a must get. If you come all this way, I would just go in there and get this. Creamy, salty, sweet, sour, it's all good. It's very good. In fact, this Dole Whip is actually better than, I think they have it like on the mainland. And for some reason, it just doesn't quite taste the same. The one they make here is a very good balance. It's slightly different than even around the island. You can also tell by the color. How the color is just a little bit different than some other places you might get. It's a little bit more pale. Very good.
Hey, we're in our wrap-up room to wrap it up. So we just have a few tips regarding visiting the Dole Plantation. So the first tip is regarding the Pineapple Express train. So the wait time is extremely long, whether or not there's a pandemic. We've been there before the pandemic, and we've waited for over an hour. And during the pandemic, more recently, we still waited about an hour, a little over an hour.
Yeah, maybe a little over.
Yeah, they said the wait was 45 minutes, but we definitely waited over an hour for that train. So just be prepared for that. If you have little kids, they'll be excited for the train and while they're riding it, but they're not going to be so excited waiting. So, like, he waited in line and held our place in line while I took the child and walked around other areas of the plantation. They have this other, like, a free garden area that you can take a look and feed fish, and they have ducks and stuff like that.
Also have some little fun facts about the pineapples and other growths.
Yeah. And I saw some other people, like, you know, while somebody was waiting in line, they went and got some Dole Whip.
Oh man, that looked
And
really good.
it came back with it. So depending on where you are in the line, there's definitely enough time to do something like that. And they were nice enough. They were letting people kind of go back and forth, like in and out of line, as long as there was somebody else holding your place. So
Unfortunately, I didn't get a Dole Whip when they came back.
yeah, we were busy feeding the fish. The child actually has his own YouTube channel, and he did a video about his experience at Dole, and it includes lots of fun facts about pineapples. So if you're interested, his channel is Hirotoshi As. We'll put the link to the video in the description. The next tip is regarding actually seeing pineapples growing. So depending on what part of the cycle the pineapple growth is on, you may or may not see actual pineapples at the Dole Plantation. I mean, if you do the demonstration and stuff, you know, you'll see pineapples, but as far as pineapples actually growing, there's a chance you might not see it. Like if they just harvested it, you're not seeing any pineapples.
Yeah, pineapples take a long time to grow,
Yeah.
so it's a kind of a roll of the dice with that one.
Yeah.
If you want to see actual full size or close to full size pineapples growing.
The next tip is regarding the plantation garden tour. So it kind of implies that somebody's going to give you a tour, but you kind of give yourself a tour. So you're basically buying tickets to enter the garden, and you're free to roam around and, you know, walk around, take your time looking at the different plants. They do have like native Hawaiian plants that you might not see anywhere else in the world. But even that, same as the pineapples, depending on the time of year, you may or may not see those types of flowers blooming or other flowers that they have. You might see more green leaves instead of flowers, but we didn't see too many flowers blooming, but it was still really pretty. It's a really nice
It's very
walk.
educational.
Yeah, you can check out their website, which is going to be linked in the description.
That actually will have the most up-to-date information that you need regarding the Dole Plantation. And they even have a full menu for the Plantation Grille, so you can check out the other items and the prices for those items. They also have an EV fast charger for those of you with electric vehicles. There are 2 different types of plugs if your car has the capabilities of fast charging, and it's brought to you by Hawaiian Electric. The last thing is that when we went, the maze was closed, so they said for safety reasons, but they didn't even have a sign that said the maze was closed, and we had to get all the way up to the ticket window to learn that the maze was closed. So they don't post that kind of information on their website or on their social media. So you may have to call to find out what's happening that day. And now it's time for the word of the day.
Today's word is pineapple. Pineapple. Pineapple in Japanese is pineapple. Sounds kind of like pineapple. It's written just like how you would say pineapple, but with an accent. Pineapple.
Pineapple in Hawaiian is halakahiki.
That doesn't sound like pineapple.
So the Hawaiians called it that because it looks similar to the hala fruit, which is from the pandanus tree. And we'll show you a picture of that right now. And kahiki basically means to stand tall, is one of the definitions of that word. So halakahiki.
I think it's interesting because the pineapple has traveled the world, and in a lot of cases it's used as a welcoming fruit. So that kind of suits Hawaii, with our culture here, is very welcoming.
And that's a wrap. Thank you so much for joining us. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you next time.